Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. It's your girl Jazz, and today we are at the Peach Cobbler Factory. I've been wanting to review this place for quite some time, so I'm excited about reviewing them. We got a nice variety of different things to try, from the standard regular peach cobbler to we got banana pudding, we've got cinnamon rolls, we've got cookies, brownies. We're going to try the top sellers of everything that they have right now. So let's go ahead and dive in. I want to start with the original. It's a Peach Cobbler Factory, so why not try the Peach Cobbler, right? And they have a wide variety of peach cobbler with other additives in it as well. I wanted to try the original. We do have some other ones to try out as well, so one thing at a time. Because this is a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. Okay, so we start out. I know that there's a huge debate on whether how peach cobbler should be made. Do you want more cobblers? Do you want more peaches? This looks like it has a pretty good amount of both. Well, at least more cobbler. At least the one I got. There are some peaches mixed in, but it seems like it's a little pressed, which I'm not complaining about. Let's try it out.
Well, that's what I should have done. Tried one of them. That's my first time over here.
Ours too. The flight. Yep, that's your best bet. Try a nice variety. This is the original, yes. This is the original peach cobbler, yes. So we'll go ahead and dive in. I want to say dig and dive at the same time. Very good. I actually want to highlight this real quick. You can actually see a lot of the cinnamon and the sugar on the crust itself. It's still soft and doughy, but delicious.
They're doing advertising. We'll be quiet. Sorry about that.
You're fine. That's good. We're gonna have a couple other peach cobblers in here too. It does come with ice cream. I personally prefer to eat them separately. I like the fact they added the cinnamon on top too. Give it a more peach cobblery feel to it. We're trying both together. A little bit of crust, ice cream. Want a little bit more peaches, but overall delicious. I do prefer a little bit more crust, but I want a little bit more balance between peach and crust. So we're gonna do the original banana pudding. Let's try this one out. Very creamy, delicious. For those that don't like the soggy cookies, this may not be for you, but I personally love it. Good flavor. I'm trying to see if there's actually any bananas in here. I don't see any bananas. Well, there might be some in there. There are some bananas mixed in here. It just doesn't show up because they haven't gone bad. To be realistic with it, we all know the truth. That just lets me know it's fresh. It's not big chunks, but it's like kind of like mixed in there, kind of mashed up. Very good. A little parched. So we're gonna try. What is this exactly? It's an Oreo pudding shake. Plenty of Oreos. Love it. You can tell it was mixed because on the bottom you still see some of the white original ice cream. So definitely a good contrast between the top and the bottom. So you know there's quite a bit in there. It's a different texture. Definitely has that pudding texture to it, which is, luckily they give you a giant straw with it. If you're an Oreo McFlurry, what they call Sonic Blast Oreos, all those, you're going to love this one. That's good. I'm already going to know now. I'm not going to be able to decide which one's my favorite because they all serve different purposes. I'm already getting all right. Peach Cobbler Corporate. I'm gonna go ahead and send you my cavity bill, my dentist bill, because I know I'm gonna need it after this. All right, what are we gonna try next? Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go to the cheesecake. Where's the cheesecake? Oh, it's underneath all the strawberryness. Move up with a flight. Flight, you're last. I'm gonna let you know now. Okay, I start with the whipped cream. I want to critique the whipped cream. Whipped cream's good. I don't know if it's homemade. I don't know if it's store, but I don't know. But it's good. I am the type of person that will just eat whipped cream. I've gone to Cheesecake Factory. Like, can I just get a plate of whipped cream, please, for my dessert? I know, I'm weird. I don't care. All right. Ooh, it's nice and soft. Very pillowy. Mmm. Very creamy. You definitely taste the cream cheese on that. But the strawberries add a little bit of oomph to it. Definitely good. Very, like I said, very creamy. It has been sitting out for a minute because I've been getting set up, so it may need to be colder. I'm not a huge fan of cold or warm cheesecake, so it is a little bit on the warmer side. Fall, just getting set up for that, not the company by itself. I know they have other cheesecakes. So I'm curious to know about those, but yeah, we're not gonna do that today because this is more than enough. All right, this right here, you guys, is a big old mess of what looks like absolute deliciousness. This is a stuffed cinnamon roll with caramel apple cobbler mixed in there. Wow. One of my biggest complaints about cinnamon rolls in general, doesn't matter where I get it from, is the outside might be a little bit crispier. And I just want to go straight for the center where it's all gooey. But this looks like it's going to be, I'm not going to have that problem with this particular one. Since I'm going to be on camera, I got to be professional with this. All right, we're going to dive into this. Ooh, look at all that. Got a little bit of apple in there. Just need to be warmed up just a little bit, but delicious. Yeah, it'd probably take about 2 or 3 days to eat this thing because a little bit goes a long way. And then you're adding in that apple cobbler in there. Mm. Yeah, that's just a giant mess right here. Oh, this is delicious. Yeah, the only critique, I want it a little bit warmer. But again, I don't fault anybody but myself because I took a while to get ready, get set up. I want some more of that. I gotta move on. It's so hard not to just sit there and just gobble up the one dessert because it's delicious, because I got others to try. All right. I did say I was going to leave that for last. All right. This right here, we've got a Butterfinger cookie. I'm not a huge fan of butter. It's not something I crave. It's not. I have nothing against it. That's not necessarily something I crave. So this is definitely going to be interesting to try. Ooh, I like how soft it is. Look at that. Look how much frosting they put on there, you guys. It's not too much, but it's a good amount too. It's just right. This is good. I don't taste the vanilla of the frosting itself because the peanut butter is so overpowering. But this is a really good peanut butter cookie. That is good. And I love how soft it is. Slightly crumbly, but not too messy. That's delicious. Am I done yet? I got more. Whew, this is a lot. I do need some help. I'm already getting full. All right. Look at the bites. Okay, first of all, this is a really thick brownie. That's good. Ooh, thank you.
Somebody over here is gonna have to help you out.
His mouth is drooling.
Wait till I get
Oh, yeah.
See if they're ready to dive in. I can hold it back.
All right. Ooh, I like how soft it is. I'm gonna go ahead. I haven't even taken a bite yet. I'd like it a little bit warmer, but I like certain desserts nice and good and warm, not necessarily piping hot. The peach cobbler would have been piping hot. That would have been on point. But like I said, I did take my sweet time getting ready. So. Okay, I need some milk. That's what this is missing. Oh wait, no, I don't need that. I got ice cream.
How many locations y'all have? How many locations y'all have?
Y'all, this brownie. I'm not gonna lie. Initially looking at it, you can see right here, it doesn't look moist. I'm not gonna lie.
Where else?
But if you're like me and you like that crispy edge of the brownies, you're gonna get that with this. It's still nice and gooey, but it has a nice crunchy crisp to it. Oh, it's so mouth-watering. Wow, this is a lot. And this is so rich and dense. So I'm gonna show you the actual. Look at that. It kind of looks cakey, which in like even more dense than a normal brownie. But I mean that in a good way. They do have other brownies as well that you can mix other toppings with it. But this Death by Chocolate, at least that's what I'm calling it, is amazing. And then you have the whipped cream to kind of balance it out a little bit. That's good.
Come on, Dad. It doesn't really matter. We're not about to drive around.
The one in Frisco is closed, just a heads up.
Oh, there's one in Frisco?
There was. It's closed, unfortunately, because we tried there first, yeah.
Oh, where was it?
It was, where was it at? Yeah, the FCC, something like that, the soccer area.
Warren and Gaylord.
Yes, exactly. It's right off. It was. I don't know about that. This is one of the only few locations in the DFW. I know there's not too many.
You mean they had some phone? You got it on pause?
Yeah. Okay, I had to take a break, guys. This is live. But they also have their own drinks. They got the cold rush coffee, which we're gonna try that here in a minute before we dive into the little flight that we have left. Of course, you have to have sweet peach tea. I'm gonna try that one as well. I'm gonna do the peach first, the tea, because that's more than likely gonna be lighter. At least I think. Wow. Okay. That is strong peach. Definitely a strong sweet peach smell to it. More on the artificial sweet peach side, smell of it, but still strong peachiness. Ooh. It's not overly sweet. I'm very surprised. I was thinking I was going to have a cavity just from drinking this. Especially the first word is sweet. But yes, the peach tea, that is really good. It's definitely heavy in the peach flavor first. It's definitely forefront tea with a sneak attack of the tea flavor. But it's probably one of my favorite sweet peach teas that I've had. Granted, in all fairness, I haven't had too many. But coming from the Peach Cobbler Factory, I wouldn't expect anything less than really strong peach tea. It's very good. All right, now we've got, nutritional facts. Not worried about those. All right, so we're going to try the cold rush coffee. I want to make sure I didn't get those confused. Intoxicating. Very strong coffee smell. Love it. Very nicely balanced. What can I say? Sweet coffee. I don't have a bitter bite. It has a tiny, tiny, tiny bitter bite at the end. But overall, you have that smooth sweetness. Pretty good. It's really good. I prefer the peach over the coffee, though. Not saying anything bad for the coffee. I'm not a strong coffee drinker, or not a really big coffee drinker. It's just whenever I'm just dead tired, or just randomly, I'm like, I want some coffee, just because of the smell. But those are the main times. All right, now we've got to the last stop of the trip today. We've got 2 puddings and 2 peach cobblers to try. We've got the cinnamon peach praline cobbler. Look at that goodness. Look at that goodness. Yep, this is the one. Didn't want to make him, get him confused. All right, I already can tell you now. I'm not sure. Well, actually, I can't. I don't know if this is going to be better than the others because it's the most recent, or if it's going to be like I can pass on it because I'm just too full. It has nothing to do with the dessert itself. I like the added texture of the crumble on top from the cobbler, or the praline, should I say. Praline in general can be overly sweet, but they have just enough to balance it out, where you can still have that, where it's not way too much. I've had desserts where I'm like, again, this is somebody that has a horrible sweet tooth, where I'm like, oh, I'm going to eat this entire thing, one bite, and I'm like, no, I'm satisfied. There's very few desserts like that, but there are some. And this, I thought that's what this was going to be, but I can actually eat more of this because it's not overwhelming. The good and the bad, right? I like that praline crunch. Definitely changes up the texture. Delicious. All right, we're going to try the blackberry peach cobbler now. Never had blackberry cobbler. Never had blackberry peach cobbler either. But you can see a nice little mix. I like how it has kind of like half and half a little bit. All right. I'm going to get a nice good glob of both. A little bit too much. There it goes. We're going to try that out. I will say that the peach cobbler definitely overpowers the blackberry, but you have just a little hint of it to add a little bit of a different flavor. Can't complain. This definitely has true raspberry flavor. Maybe just enhanced a little bit with more sugar because it is a little bit sweeter. But overall, which peach cobbler do I like the best? Of course, you can't go wrong with the original. I actually think I like the crumbs, the cobbler on top. That kind of amplifies the praline. I think that might be my favorite, followed by the original and the blackberry. That's probably for the cobblers itself. Now we're going to go to the pudding. So we've already tried the original. We've got Nutella pudding, and then we've got red velvet pudding. This is a lot, you guys. It is a lot. I'm not even going to lie. We're going to go with chocolate. Well, technically they're both chocolate, so we're going to go with the Nutella first. I like that there is a line of Nutella in between, so that way you can have layers of it, and it's not just on top. Got a good dosage. Oh, there it goes. I think it might need a little bit more Nutella because the banana pudding is overpowering it. But you do get little hints, little pockets of chocolate. If you want something different, Nutella is not too bad. All right, and we got the red velvet. Again, we've got the layer over here of red velvet. All right, so we're gonna try the red velvet. Red velvet. You're way too much. Ooh, I got a good dose of that. Look at that. Big old heaping serving. The pudding, the banana pudding seems to overpower any other flavor though. Either that or my taste buds have been like flatlined at this point and have like a sugar overdose. I'm not sure. I don't taste the red velvet. I'm a little disappointed with that. It's good because of the original. It's delicious. Don't get me wrong. But I wanted a little bit more oomph as far as the red velvet. But that's just my 2 cents on that one. Then again, my allergies kind of going crazy, so I'm not faulting them. Maybe it's me. I don't know. But as far as the puddings go, you can't go wrong with the original. The other flavors, they don't pop as much, in my opinion. Somebody may have more sensitive palate than I do, and like, oh, I taste all the chocolate, I taste all the red velvet. That's just my taste buds. But like I said, the banana pudding, regardless, is delicious. And I like the fact that they have the cookies kind of mixed in there too, so you're not just like layers kind of like mixed in. Maybe that they do that while they're serving rather than how it's made. I don't know. But what are my faves? Let's see. I like the original. I'd probably go cinnamon roll. It's definitely up there. I can't really compete them against each other because it's not the same. But yes, the cinnamon roll is absolutely delicious. Would I get another one or a different flavor? Absolutely. That thing is delicious. The brownie was definitely on point. Love me a good brownie. It had that good crispy, dense chocolatiness and then had that little bit of crispiness on the edges. That was delicious. Oh my gosh, this was all too much. Everything's running together at this point. I can't really choose my favorite on anything, to be honest. Everything had its own deliciousness to it, their own little impact, should I say. So it just depends on what I'm craving. As of right now, I'd probably just tear up the banana pudding because that's what I'm feeling the most right now. But tomorrow, I may be tearing into that brownie. Just saying. Because like I said, everything's delicious. If you guys haven't checked out Peach Cobbler Factory, definitely come do that now. It's not just in Texas. They have across a lot of variety of different states. But if you want me to review anything else, whether it be here in the DFW or franchise, local, whatever, let me know. Love hearing from you guys. And as always, stay tuned. Stay jazzy. Thanks for watching, guys.